You know what the product of the year is? The product of the year is Claude 3.5 or 3.7. Without this, we have no vibe coding. Without this, we have no Lovable, no Vacations to Greece, no Replit, no Cursor that really works, no Gamma. None of these products, many of which existed for years, did not work until we could debate when it was. They worked with Claude 3.5 at the end of last year, but they weren't great until 3.7 and then 4 this year. And 4 changed our lives. And you may not use it. You may use the outputs. You may use Agent Force, which it's not all that. You may use Cursor, which is still 90% powered by Anthropic. You may use Gamma or Replit or, again, Lovable for Harry. None of these products we use, this changed the way we deliver AI inside of products. It's not just coders. It changed everything else. So do I give Dario credit as CEO? I don't know. I mean, I don't love all those warnings about how 90% of the world's going to be unemployed in several weeks. But he delivered, right? So I think you got, without question, it is the software of the year. Do you give the CEO credit for the product of the year? Maybe not. I'm going to anyway, though.
Rory?
Damn, because, God, I hate agreeing with Jason, but I'll just take a while to get there. Because first of all, he didn't answer the original question, the whole product of the year. Focus on the founder of the year. Anyway, look, one, I'm going to start with Harry. I'm going to be grumpy today because I hate these events. I hate these kind of wrap-up things. I think they're bullshit. So I will be grumpy the whole time, and I make no bones about that. Also, doing 2 of them in the 1 week.
When we were waiting for you, and I'm like, Rory. He goes, fuck off.
So let's talk about that. Founder of the problem. One thing about that, the Ballon d'Or where they pick the best football player, right? As we call it, or soccer as they do here in America, right? And it's kind of one of those things whereby every year it's kind of try and come up with someone else, but we all know it's messy. It's a 10 or 15 year period where it's just silly, or maybe it's Ronaldo. So I feel, if you really, when we come to pick founder of the decade, founder of the blah, it's going to be Elon. But so let's just leave that to one side, right? And just I'll do this year, right? And then, as it were, exclude him from the year because otherwise it gets boring. I do actually come out exactly the same place Jason did. Dario. And I do think it's not just product of the year, but also what I like, I find the stuff about unemployment to be bizarre, and I think he's wrong, and I'll come back to that. But that's the CEO as pontificator.